Hi, this is JP from Northern Lights Over Arkham. Welcome to another Hero Pack Focus, and this time we are looking into the Marvel Champions LCG's latest Hero Pack Falcon and its pre-built leadership deck. There is also another Thunderbolt minion or encounter set that can be added into other scenarios if you so choose, or use it in the Thunderbolts scenario in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign box. But without further delay, let's get started. Okay, and we are ready to go through this hero pack. So first off, we'll start with Falcon's signature set. So on the alter ego side, we have Sam Wilson. So Sam Wilson has 3 recovery, shield traits, and bird of a feather action. Discard 1 card from your hand, search your deck and discard pile for a bird card and add it to your hand. Limit once per round. Hand size 6 and there are 10 hit points. And on the hero side, we have Falcon, 2 thwart, 2 attack and 2 defend, aerial and Avenger traded. During the player phase, play with the top card of your encounter deck face up. Eagle-eyed response: after you play an aerial card, discard the top card of the encounter deck. Okay, so that is an interesting twist on the game. So I'll say now that I haven't looked at any of Falcon's cards beforehand, so I missed the spoiler season for these decks. So I haven't seen any of these cards, but we'll go through them all the same. So there might be some surprises for me here. So the ability to know what encounter card is coming up is really good, because that lets you know on what strength the villain will scheme or attack. So that will definitely have an impact when you are playing through solo, so you can risk going to alter ego a bit more if you are high on threat, for example. Okay, then we have Red Wing. So Red Wing is a 2-cost ally, 1 thwart and 1 attack, aerial, Avenger and bird traded, and 2 hit points. Hero action: exhaust Red Wing, return him to your hand and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Choose to either deal X damage to an enemy or remove X threat from a scheme. X is the number of boost ability or boost icons in the discarded card's boost area. And Red Wing can be committed as a wild resource. So that is a really powerful ally. So you constantly want to play Red Wing, use him to thwart or attack, then just return him to your hand the next round to heal Red Wing and use his ability. So really cool mechanic there. Then we have 2 copies of Bird of Prey. So Bird of Prey is a 2-cost event, aerial and attack traded, hero action attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy. You may discard the top card of the encounter deck to deal 1 additional damage to that enemy for each icon, boost ability or boost icon in the discarded card's boost area, and this can be committed as a physical resource. So another one that uses the same mechanic, and it's the attack card. And then we have the thwart card, Bird's Eye View. So again, 2 copies of this. So 2-cost event, aerial and thwart traded, hero action thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. You may discard the top card of the encounter deck to remove 1 additional threat from that scheme for each icon in the discarded card's boost area, and this can be committed as a mental resource. So again, the same thing but with thwarting. Then we have Up, Up and Away, 2 copies of this event. So 0 cost event, aerial and defense traded. And hero response defense. After an attacking enemy is given a face down boost card, look at that card and the top card of the encounter deck. You may swap those cards. Draw 1 card for each printed icon in the current boost card's boost area. And this can be committed as an energy resource. So a pretty good way to draw a ton of cards if you know that you are going to see a lot of icons on the card. Then we have Falcon's Flock, and it is a 2 cost support, aerial and bird traded, uses 5 bird counters. Resource, remove 1 bird counter from here, generate an energy resource for an aerial card, limit once per card. And this can be committed as an energy resource. So there will be a lot of aerial cards in this deck, so that will be quite useful. Next we have Soup Kitchen. It is a 1 cost support, location traded, alter ego action, exhaust Sam Wilson and Soup Kitchen. Heal damage from Sam Wilson equal to his recovery and reduce the cost of the next ally or support played this phase by 2. And this can be committed as a mental resource. Okay, so another way to, for first heal and then get discounts on ally or support cards. Then we have Aerial Evacuation. It is a 1 cost upgrade. Aerial and Preparation traded. Hero Interrupt. When another friendly character would be dealt any amount of damage, discard Aerial Evacuation. Prevent all of that damage and change to alter ego form. If that character is a hero, they also change to alter ego form. And this can be committed as a physical resource. So it is really nice to see other heroes get preparation cards, because now a ton of those preparation cards for example, cards that seek preparation cards work with these. So for example, Agent Coulson will function pretty well with this one. Then we have Aerial Recon, and it is a 1 cost upgrade, aerial and tactic traded. Hero action, exhaust Aerial Recon and deal a player 1 face down a counter card. Place 1 recon counter here. Interrupt when a player would be dealt an encounter card, remove 1 recon counter from here instead. And this can be committed as a mental resource. So again, this is a really nice mechanic to have if you know that you can't afford to get a really bad encounter card, which you know because you are playing with the encounter deck, top of the encounter deck showing. You can just use this to not get that encounter card, so delayed basically. Battlefield Awareness. It is a 2 cost upgrade, aerial and skill traded. Hero Interrupt. When Falcon uses a basic power, exhaust Battlefield Awareness and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Falcon gets +1 to that power for this use for each icon in the discarded card's boost area. And this can be committed as a mental resource. Okay, and then we have Draw Their Fire, and it is a 1 cost upgrade per player. So in True Solo 1 cost, 2 player 2 cost, and so on. So that is a bit different. So aerial and again preparation traded. Hero response after the villain phase begins. Discard Draw Their Fire. Falcon does not exhaust to defend until the end of the phase, and this can be committed as an energy resource. Then we have Talon Line. Talon Line is a 2 cost upgrade, item traded. Hero response after you resolve Falcon's Eagle-Eyed ability, discard Talon Line. For each icon in the discarded card's boost area, choose 1, ready a character you control, or stun an enemy. and this can be committed as a physical resource. Okay. Lastly, in the signature set, we have Vibranium Microwave Weave. It is a 2-cost upgrade, Tech and Wakanda traded. Falcon gets +1 defense. Hero interrupt when Falcon would take any amount of damage. Exhaust Vibranium Microwave. Prevent 1 of that damage and deal 1 damage to an enemy. And this can be committed as an energy resource. And that is everything in the signature set. Next we'll look at the rest of the pre-built leadership deck. First off, we have Adam Warlock. So Adam Warlock is a 3-cost ally with 1 thwart and 1 attack, aerial and mystic traded, 3 hit points. Response after Adam Warlock attacks or thwarts, discard 1 card at random from your hand. If that card's printed resource has physical, remove 3 threat from a scheme, energy, heal 3 damage from an identity, mental, deal 3 damage to an enemy, or wild, choose 1 of the above. And this can be committed as a physical resource. So really feels like the Adam Warlock hero we got way back in Mad Titan's Shadow cycle. So yeah, next we have Arrow. So Arrow is a 3-cost ally with 1 thwart, 1 attack, aerial, Agents of Atlas traded, and 3 hit points. Hero action, exhaust Arrow. Choose a player until the end of the phase. Each aerial character that player controls gets +1 attack. And this can be committed as an energy resource. So I think all of the allies in this hero pack will be aerial traded. Just a guess. So next we have Cloud9. Cloud9 is a 3-cost ally with 1 thwart and 1 attack, aerial and champion traded, and 3 hit points. Hero action, exhaust Cloud9, choose a player until the end of the phase. Each aerial character that player controls gets +1 thwart. Okay, so Arrow and the Cloud9 basically are the same person, but with either attack or thwart boosting. Next we have Hyujin and Munin. So Hyujin and Munin are 2-cost allies with 1 thwart and 1 attack, aerial, Asgard and Bird traded, 2 hit points. Response after Hyujin and Munin enter play, search the top 10 cards of the encounter deck for a minion and put it into play, engage with you. Ready 1 character you control for each icon in that minion's boost area. And this can be committed as a energy resource. So that was the Asgard aerial ally. Then we have Spectrum. So Spectrum, again aerial. So 5-costed ally with 1 thwart and 1 attack, aerial and Avenger traded, 3 hit points. Response after you play a Spectrum. After you play Spectrum, tuck 1 card used to pay for her under her. If that card's printed resource has mental, Spectrum gets +1 thwart. +2 thwart, Physical, Spectrum gets +2 attack. Energy, Spectrum gets +2 hit points. Or wild, all of the above. So you basically always want to play Spectrum with a wild icon card. Yeah, and this can be committed as an energy resource. That's insanely good. Then we have 3 copies of Strength in Diversity. So this is a 2-cost per player event. Alliance card, hero action for each different trade on friendly characters in play. Choose, remove 1 threat from a scheme or deal 1 damage to an enemy, and this can be committed as a wild resource. And then we have Flight Squadron, 3 copies of this. So Flight Squadron is a 2-cost support, team traded, play only if your identity has the aerial trait. Max 1 team card per player. If each of your allies has the aerial trait, increase your ally limit by 1, and this card gains response after you play an aerial card. Exhaust this card, ready an ally you control. And this can be committed as a physical resource. That seems like a good card too. Then we have 3 copies of Resource Reserve. It is a 1-cost support, a location traded, max 1 per player. Any player may spend the resource card tucked here as if it were in their hand. Action: exhaust Resource Reserve, tuck 1 resource card from your hand under here to a maximum of 1. And this can be committed as a physical resource. So I'm really liking this card because there are so many occasions you are left with 1 card in your hand at the end of your player phase and you just don't have a place to use it or anything to play it with, so you can just tug it underneath here to have more resources to use on your next player phase. And I have already seen the Triskelion way over back in Corset, I believe, or early on like Captain America or something. So again, a refresher, it is a 1-cost support, location and shield traded. Increase your ally limit by 1. This allows you to control more than 3 allies, and it can be committed as a physical energy resource. Then we have a cool card, Captain America. It is a 0-cost upgrade, a unique card. It is a title. Play only if you are the Bucky Barnes or Sam Wilson player. Hero action: exhaust Captain America and spend a physical resource. Find Captain America's shield and play and add it to your hand. If it leaves play this way, deal 4 damage to an enemy. And we might as well look at Captain America's shield next. So Captain America's shield is a 1-cost upgrade, linked Captain America upgrade, restricted. Your hero gets +1 defense and gains retaliate 1. And it can be committed as a wild resource. Okay. Then we have Wingman. There are 3 copies of this. So Wingman is a 0-cost upgrade, title traded, attached to an aerial ally, max 1 per ally. Interrupt: when another aerial ally would take any amount of consequential damage, exhaust attached ally, prevent 1 of that damage. And this can be committed as a mental resource. Then we have 1 copy of each of the basic resource cards. And lastly, we have 3 copies of the Power of Flight. So double the number of resources this card generates while playing for an aerial card. And otherwise it has only 1 energy resource. So that is the whole pre-built leadership deck for Falcon. Next we'll look at the other aspect cards, which we have 1 aggression card, and it is Winter Soldier. So Winter Soldier is a 3-cost ally with 1 thwart and 2 attack, shield and soldier traded, 3 hit points. Response: after Winter Soldier attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme, and it can be committed as a mental resource. Then we have the Justice card, which is Misty Knight. Misty Knight is a 4-cost ally with 1 thwart and 1 attack, hero for hire, traded, and 3 hit points. And asterisk in thwarting. So interrupt: when Misty Knight thwarts, look at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck and discard 1 of those cards. Misty Knight gets +1 thwart for this thwart for each icon in the discarded cards boost area. And it can be committed as a physical resource. And lastly we have Ops Room, 3 copies of this protection card. So Ops Room is a 2-cost support, shield traded, uses 3 alert counters. Interrupt: when a friendly character would take any amount of damage while defending, remove one alert counter from here, prevent one of that damage and remove one threat from a scheme. And this can be committed as energy resource. So those were all the player cards in this hero pack, but we still have the obligation and nemesis sets, and as well one extra Thunderbolt encounter set. So first we'll look at the obligation. It is Harlem's Protector. Obligation: give to the Sam Wilson player, uses 3 emergency counters, victory 0, alter ego action, spend 1 resource of any type. Remove 1 emergency counter from here, and it has the extra encounter card icon on it and 2 boost icons. So that is interesting. If you are okay with having extra encounter cards for some reason, you can just ignore this, but you can also gradually get rid of it, but you can also like do a whole turn skip and discard 3 or spend 3 resources of any type to get rid of this, and it goes into the victory display, so it doesn't come again later in the game. And then we have Falcon's Nemesis set, and first we have the Nemesis minion Viper. Viper has 2 scheme and 2 attack, Serpent Society traded and 5 hit points, quick strike, force response. After Viper activates, discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck, and Viper has 2 boost icons. Then we have the side scheme Serpent Solutions. Force response: after a Serpent Society minion is discarded from the top of the encounter deck, deal that minion to the first player as a face down encounter card, and this comes into play with 6 threat on it and has 1 boost icon. And then we have Serpent Soldier. There are 2 copies of this minion. So Serpent Soldier is a minion, 1 scheme and 2 attack, Serpent Society traded, 3 hit points, quick strike, and it has a boost ability icon, and the boost ability is give the activating enemy an additional boost card. Lastly, we have advertisement, like advertisement, but advertisement. It is a treachery search. When revealed, shuffle each Serpent Society minion from the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, and it has 1 boost icon. So those 3 Serpent Society minions will just get back into the encounter deck again and again. And yeah, the last thing we are looking into today is the Techno encounter set. And first off, we have Fixer. Fixer is a minion with 2 scheme and 1 attack, Elite, Genius and Thunderbolt traded, 15 hit points, Villainous, victory 1, forced interrupt. When a non-scenario specific tech attachment would be attached to the villain, attach it to Fixer instead. Text on that card that refer to the villain refers to Fixer instead, and Fixer has 4 boost icons. Again, a beefy Thunderbolt minion. Next we have Jetpack. It is an attachment, tech traded, attached to Fixer, otherwise attached to the villain. Attached enemy gains aerial, forced interrupt. When attached character would take 3 or more damage, prevent all of that damage and discard Jetpack. Vroom. And the Jetpack has 1 boost icon. Then we have Tech Pack. Tech Pack is an attachment, tech traded, attached to Fixer, otherwise attached to the villain. Asterisk, attached enemy gets +1 attack for each other tech attachment it has. And hero action, exhaust any number of characters you control with a combined thwart greater than attached enemy scheme, discard this card. and this gives +1 scheme and +1 attack with an asterisk, and has 3 boost icons. Then we have technological innovation. It is a side scheme. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a tech attachment and reveal it. Place 1 additional threat here for each tech card in play, and it has an acceleration icon and comes into play with 4 threat on it and has 2 boost icons. Lastly, we have 2 copies of Techno. It is a treachery. When revealed, find Fixer and reveal him. If he is already in play, he engages you. Fixer activates against you. If no enemy activated this way, this card gains Surge. And there is a boost ability and a boost icon on the card, and the boost ability is if this activation is an attack, it gains Piercing. Okay, and that is everything that comes in the Falcon Hero pack. So I'm not that big of a fan of leadership decks, but this looks really interesting. I am liking the aerial stuff in this pack, and also some of the mechanics for the encounter deck manipulation. So I will be sleeving this up really soon and trying it out against some scenario in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Campaign box. I'm not sure which one yet, but we'll see. But hope you guys found this hero pack focus interesting, and maybe it will make you want to get this hero pack. So thanks for watching, and until next time.